be yourself. If you're really yourself, people will love you or hate you, and that's exactly what you want.
So joining me on the line today, I've got Dale Stevens from Present with Presence. Welcome to the call, Dale.
Thank you so much, David. I'm so excited to be here.
Great. Maybe give us a bit of a background, who you are, what you do.
Yeah, sure. So I was a professional actor for about 20 years. Then I realized that acting techniques are really helpful as powerful communication tools for business owners, for basically everyone. And so I've created this work for myself where on the top end, it's really kind of like TED Talks and full-on performance where you craft a speech and you get the performance happening. But just as exciting for me is to get people to do presentations, just normal everyday presentations, where they just come from the heart and they are like a brand ambassador for their company, and people walking away going, I like that culture, I like that company, they're the people who I want to do business with. So, and then I love problem solving, why people in the workplace aren't getting on, and how you can use techniques to make life more amazing and better. And at the end of the day, I just really want people to be getting up in the morning, going to work and going, this is going to be a great day because I love what I do. Fantastic. So that's pretty much it.
Awesome. So tell me, like, obviously you run your own business as well. What are you doing to navigate the current economic climate?
Well, I think everyone's been an absolute roller coaster.
Yeah.
Emotional, financial, everything. But it's really pushed me into doing so much stuff online. I mean, I went from never having Zoomed at all to workshops online, to coaching online, to interviewing people every morning online, to talking to people all across the world. So from that point of view, it has been absolutely exquisite.
Yeah. It's interesting because, you know, as we move into this world of using online as a sort of main communication channel, and I know that, you know, you're big into these presentations and TED Talks and all sorts of things. I think it's more demanding to present in a live stream than it is at the front of a group of people, because a lot of the channels have been removed. You know, you don't have this ability to sort of walk up and down the stage. You don't have this ability to use all of these tools. You're basically sitting in front of a camera, so it's about how you communicate, isn't it?
It's so true. And what I've found, because I do an Inspire series, and in the morning I interview, for 10 minutes, I interview people about who inspires them. And the people that I've brought on, CEOs and really accomplished, people have been pastors or people have been like incredible responsibility. And I say, oh, we're just going to go live. And they go, okay. I don't know, I haven't gone live before, I'm not sure. And so it's a real effort to create a safe space so that they're really comfortable. But I'm surprised at the people who are incredibly accomplished in other areas and just nervous to go Zoom live.
Yeah. So tell me a bit about opportunities that you see as a result of this lockdown.
Well, I think people do business with people. And I think the fantastic thing is that people are really hungry to see who you are.
Right.
And also the bar of professional look, professional sound, professional video production is just almost gone out the window, which I think is a great thing.
Yeah. Because
people are being more real, and it's just about who you are, which puts you on the spot more. But I think that it's a great opportunity for people to speak their truth and to be real and genuine, and people love that. That's what they're looking for, not for schmick fast talking, but just to be really honest and real. And I think it's a big opportunity for people to attract clients who are like them as far as values. So it's a fantastic time to get out your values and attract clients with the same values. But I think in business too, it's a great opportunity for business owners to express who they are, to attract employees with the same values. And it's an opportunity for the employees to express their values so that everything's a bit more aligned.
Yeah, so what you're really saying is that we've got a channel now that's video, but it's not production. And people just need to actually be able to communicate their natural sort of message rather than trying to sort of put makeup on and do a show. And this authentic communication will actually help people improve the connections they make and actually allow them to continue not only using online as part of their business model for now, but permanently as part of how they move forward.
100%. But what I find is that people aren't real in front of the camera.
Yeah.
I mean, often there's this guy that I'm working with, and when he come on, he just goes, "Oh, hello. Yeah, well, I've got these tips." I thought, that's not his personality. And then I work with him and suddenly he's smiling and he's got this beautiful personality coming out. So it's not just feeling comfortable and talking at the thing. It's really having your personality, and your personality coming out, not like you would be at a barbecue, but how you are professionally. So it's a bit of a heightened way of communicating, but it's really, really genuine. And ultimately it's really pushing your values and who you are in that space is incredibly powerful.
Yeah, fantastic. Let me ask you, on a personal note, what have you learnt as a result of this whole COVID experience personally?
Well, that I'm highly introverted.
You have to explain that. So you like staying at home, huh?
Oh, yeah, really. A lot of it didn't bother me at all. Well, especially when I'm talking to people around the world on Zoom. Well, it made me really disciplined, I think, as far as going, okay, let's have a look what you do during the day and how profitable and productive it is, and what you're actually doing. And also I think it's a real time to look in the mirror, just going, oh, I don't really like that. Why are you doing that? Oh, I do like that. Okay, let's do this. So it's kind of time to reinvent, almost kind of a weird start from scratch thing, that let's have a look at every part of what you're doing. Is it in line with who you are? And is there actually much point to a lot of this stuff you're doing?
Yeah, it's a bit like hitting the reset button, right?
Yeah.
Knowing all the old information and just being able to start afresh.
Yes, reboot.
Yeah, fantastic. So let me ask you, the best piece of business advice you've ever received?
I think it's from Seth Godin, where he said, be yourself. If you're really yourself, people will love you or hate you, and that's exactly what you want. Right.
So just the authenticity, yeah?
And go hard at being you, so don't go, oh, that's a bit much, people wouldn't really like that, or, oh, I'm a bit this, I'm a bit that, and get too much feedback from people who don't maybe never going to really groove on you.
Yeah.
And then, be who you are in a strong way, and be happy when people don't like you.
Yeah, interesting. That's a tough call, isn't it?
It is really hard, but once you get used to it, it's a lot good. But also, he had a quote that the reason it's difficult to change is because the person you become disagrees with the person who you used to be.
Right.
So I think that's a great thing too, is that you're going to transform yourself. You're going to have to go, well, what I was doing before is different, and there's a kind of a dichotomy there.
Okay, makes sense. Interesting. So let me ask you another question then. Your favourite book?
Well, that would be too many, and you're probably not really interested in Rainer Maria Rilke, this German poet. But at the moment, it's really this book called Grow Yourself, Grow Your Business, and it's Andrew Kolikoff. He's a coach from Phoenix, Arizona. Yep. And it's all really about that you cannot grow your business if you don't grow yourself. Wow. It all starts with you. And I think that often when people grow businesses, or they want to grow aspects of their lives, they just think, oh, well, it's just an idea and it's a strategy and it's sort of just sort of different processes or different strategies. But really it's you. Yep. Everything starts with you. You've got, people that get coached, business coach, communication coach, training coach, do better. And so grow yourself, get people on board with you to help you grow. But that would be my suggestion for the focus.
Yeah, interesting. Fantastic. And if I asked you one last question, the number one piece of advice you'd give to someone in business right now?
I think it's the same thing. Get coached.
Yeah. Because I think you're right. It's an interesting sort of comment that you made about, people who want to grow their business are looking for external help, like marketing, sales, strategy, someone to do things for them. But in the end, there's a couple of sort of almost anchors. And the anchor will be your own perception of what you can build. The anchor would be your own perception of what should happen. You know, I think people are disillusioned. They get sort of disappointed when they don't make money. And I think the missing link for them is the money is a result of what they did. It's not that they didn't make money. It's just that something up the chain didn't work, if that makes sense. And inevitably, yeah, it comes down to that personal development. You can only grow the business to your capacity to run it.
Yes, and if you can't believe it, you can't achieve it. Yeah. And I think what you're saying too is you've got to get the ducks in a row with the end in sight.
Yeah,
and then it just plays out.
Yeah, well, I think there's two systems in a business. There's the business system, and there's your internal system, the owner or the CEO. And you've got to work on both. One without the other, they end up sort of fouling themselves. Yeah.
Yes.
Interesting. Fantastic. So Dale, look, I'm conscious of time. Thanks so much for joining us today. It's been really insightful and interesting. And thanks again for joining us on the call.
Thank you.
Pleasure.